Hi, my dear buddies. Punarvas Jayakumar here. How are you doing? So, guys, today I'm going to discuss a very, very important order passed by ICAI. That is in the professional misconduct of a chartered accountant. So, guys, when I read this order, I remembered my articleship days because all of you know, all of us have done this also. Those of who worked in mid-sized firms, whereby our boss would say, just give the Caro report. We're like, sir, 2 minutes, Maggie noodles, 2 minutes, go. Find the Caro report, replace it with the name of the company you're auditing, and then give the report. Similarly, any certificate, etc., your boss would say, just make the certificate and give me immediately. So you will open some random certificate format and would say to whomsoever it may concern, and then there ends the matter. Yes or no? So you have done it many times. So what is the real meaning of to whomsoever it may concern? So if a company has asked us to give a certificate, can I say to whomsoever it may concern? Regarding that, there's a very, very interesting case that I want to take you through. This is an order under 21A of the Chartered Accountants Act, my dear friends, with respect to the investigation of professional and other misconduct. It is relevant, of course, in auditing. But yes, this is in the matter of Mr. Nagaraju of Bangalore and Mr. Lingraj M. Pujari, Chartered Accountant from Bangalore. This is not to bring disrepute to any CA or to discuss anything. It's just a practical application of a case law, and also to guide you and to tell you that we should not do these things, and because these are things which normally all of us do, and it's just to be safe than sorry later. Unfortunately, Lingraj and Pujari bore the brunt of it, but we should in collective awareness have collective awareness about what we should do and what we should not. Okay, so please like this video if you gonna like it. Please watch it till the end, my dear friends, and subscribe to my channel for such interesting videos that I'll be releasing from time to time, because I'll be always constantly on the lookout for any good cases that are happening. And this just I chanced upon it just now. Actually, it was been circulating everywhere, but then nobody bothered reading it. So I thought, let me just give it a shot and read it properly and then tell you. So guys, what exactly had happened was Mr. Nagaraju was a director, additional director, and then he became a director, and he became the CFO, sort of the CFO position he got of a private limited company. He had also given some 1.5 crore loan to the company. He had given loan to the company, and the company had paid him back almost around 1 crore or something. Some 40-50 lakhs was pending. Now, what Nagaraju has alleged is the company did not want to pay this 50 lakh rupees. They did not want to pay. So what they did, they started taking certificates from an auditor. Statutory auditors are somebody else. See, certificate is not audit. In certificate, you need not obtain reasonable assurance about the affairs of the company and all those things. The certificate just certifies certain items of expenditure or items of income which the management tells. So the company, through a board resolution, had authorized Mr. Lingraj M. Pujari, and also shareholders also themselves anyway, to give a certificate about certain expenditure, saying that this expenditure doesn't have documentary evidence, etc. Now, this expenditure of whatever, some 8 lakhs, 10 lakhs, whatever it is, amounts and all are immaterial, but I'm just giving you the gist of the story. These expenses, if you give a certificate saying that these expenses are, what do you say, it doesn't have documents or it doesn't have bills, whatever it is, then what happens is, this should have been done by the CFO. CFO was Mr. Nagaraju. It means that it throws Mr. Nagaraju in bad light. Since it throws Mr. Nagaraju in bad light, you can actually throw him out. And if you throw him out, even this you need not pay. So what was the intention behind? We do not know. But the company asked Mr. Lingaraju, appointed Mr. Lingaraju to give a certificate about certain expenditure. And eventually it was found that, those documentary evidence was not there, and Nagaraju was thrown out. Nagaraju now put a case. First case was against the company, saying that you have not paid me 40-50 lakh rupees. Where is the money? Second part, I was wrongfully removed under 169 of the Companies Act by by taking into account, among other things, you took the certificate also into concern, and then you have now thrown me without proper investigation, etc. You have told that I have misappropriated cash, I have not done anything. Then this gentleman, Nagaraju, went to Institute, CA Institute, and said, this Lingaraj has just given, CA Lingaraj has just given a certificate without checking anything properly. And then one deadly dialogue. Mr. Lingaraj, in the certificate he had given, to whomsoever it may concern. So Mr. Nagaraju told, how can he say it is to whomsoever it may concern? The company had appointed him and company asked for a certificate. So certificate should be addressed to the company, not to whomsoever it may concern. The moment it says to whomsoever it may concern, that letter can be used by the company to with anybody. It can be shared to Nagaraju's banker also and say, see, your person, maybe Mr. Nagaraju had taken loans from some other banks. So I can go to that banker and say, look, I have a certificate from a chartered accountant telling that Mr. Nagaraju has not taken documentary evidence with respect to certain expenses. He is a fraud. Very, very, deadly accusation. So Nagaraju is telling to Mr. Lingaraj, boss, certificate company asked. You please address it to the company. How dare you address it to whomsoever it may concern? It's a very small thing which generally all certificates will write like that only. You also have done, I also have done. Right? When during articleship, we would have done here and there. And then our boss would have rectified it, whatever it is. But we did not even know what you mean by whomsoever it concerns. Simply give certificate. Right? Many times I remember our boss also had rectified saying that no, this format is not good. There is no format only, first of all. Institute doesn't give any format. Very interesting case, right? So it went to the other misconduct, guys. There is another misconduct in item number 2, part 4 of the first schedule. Other misconduct. So there, wherever you do anything which will bring disrepute to the profession, that is the other misconduct here. So the action was initiated with this particular CA, Mr. Lingaraj Pujari, as discussed. In 19th April 23, recently only, oral representation all was made. Right. So if you see, the engagement letter was pretty old case only, January 9, 2017, with that of the unqualified audit reports issued from financial year 2011 to 2017. So he said that, of course, the engagement letter did not amount to, basically, Lingaraju went and told that it was material misstatement and all those things. So they said, no, it is not, definitely not material misstatements. So they said the specific limited mandate under the engagement letter did not amount to any material misstatement as such. So the unqualified audit report in respect of financial year 11, 12 to 15, 16 issued by previous auditors, Shekhar and Yati, chartered accountants, also did not qualify any transactions reported in the certificate. And the previous auditors also did not consider it to be material. Material misstatement. They said it was the certificate amount was on 8 lakh rupees, the expenses that you are asking, that is not material as such. So even if something happens there, it is not a material misstatement. Correct? So the thing is, the certificate date, certificate date, one more thing. Certificate date was dated in January 2017. The question is, when I say January 2017, the question was it for the full year or only till January? So basically, even this the board had to understand, and obviously any person of normal prudence would understand that when I say January 2017, it would be from 1st April 16 till January 17. That's it, because I'm issuing the certificate only till January. Anyway, so if you see, the board's observation set out merely reiterate the sequence of events and the director's prima facie opinion that whatever happened in the entire proceedings, the board did not record its opinions or observations and all those things. Basically, went and put a police complaint also against the complainant. So the board said, I cannot control whether you go to a police or not. It is not our lookout. That is what the ICAI Council, disciplinary board, said so. And the fact that the certificate, etc., will be part of the police complaint or not, all that we do not know. Because the Mr. Nagaraju is of the opinion that with that certificate, the company can take it to anybody. Company can take it to the bankers. Company can also go and take it to the police. So the main allegation was Lingaraju and the company have colluded, and now they are bringing disrepute to me. I am Mr. Nagaraju. They are bringing disrepute to me, is what they are trying to tell. Since the engagement letter was issued on behalf of the company, it could reasonably be concluded that although the company was the addressee, the company's board of directors could amount to other intended users. This is what Mr. Lingaraj said, saying that, sir, I know they have only appointed me, but when I say whomsoever it may concern, they are also one of the users. But Nagaraj is telling, how can they be one of the users? They should be the only user, because if you make it one of the users, then they will give it to anybody. Because it has certain allegations against me. I am Nagaraju, it has allegations against me, it will bring me disrepute. It will be a black mark on my character. Got it? So if you see, the certificate was issued to the company, since it was marked as whomsoever it may concern. Company is entitled to share it with anyone deems fit. This decision solely rests with the company and nobody has any say over it. That's the most deadliest part of it, if you write to whomsoever it may concern. They went through all the things. They went through a guidance note, guys. They went through a guidance note issued by the ICAI, guidance note on reports or certificates for special purposes. It clearly states that there is no standardized format for the engagement, but basic elements should be taken care, which will include the addressee. But it also says it can be used for other intended users only if there is no identifiable user. But in this case, there was an identifiable user, company. So the very purpose for which the certificate has been issued, because of the usage of the word whomsoever it may concern, is questionable and misleading. Very, very deadly decision. So they said that issuing a certificate addressed to unidentified users indicate the same has been issued by him in collusion with other directors. The said compromising conduct of the respondent, that is the chartered accountant, it is what? It means is not giving an unbiased view, is giving a biased view. And unfortunately shows a malified intention. Mala means bad, fied means faith, malified intention. And guys, it says it is unbecoming of a chartered accountant and thus has brought disrepute to the profession. Very, very sad. He is guilty of what? Other misconduct. Other misconduct is guilty. So if you see, whatever is given here, I explained in the gist of the story. That is my job now, to give you a gist of the story. So whatever it is, important things I have told. So if you see here, it is duty of the respondent, chartered accountant, to perform a thorough and careful examination of the fact or data and issue an unbiased certificate. The said compromising conduct shows his malified intention of colluding with the directors. It is clearly unbecoming of a CA. In conclusion, guilty of professional misconduct, guys. Guilty of professional misconduct. So the only thing is, they have here not charged anything. They have not given anything. So they have not imposed a penalty, thankfully. They have just given a conclusion that he is guilty of professional misconduct. So since the amount involved was not material, there was no penalty under the Chartered Accountants Act. He was let off with a strong reprimand. Reprimand means scolding. So Mother Institute is scolding the son. Hey, why did you do this? Reprimand. So guys, please be careful while issuing certificates. There is no format, but blindly let us not write to whomsoever it may concern. This was the video, guys. Hope you liked it. Subscribe to my channel and please share this video with others. It's a very crisp explanation of everything. Okay. Hope you liked it. Please comment whatever you felt about it. What are your thoughts? I will definitely reply. Thank you so much, guys. Love you all. Take care.